Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you can't harvest it. Do not look where you feel. Look where you slipped. Restless feet might walk you into a snake pit. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt. Tomorrow belongs to people who prepare for it today. No medicine exists that can cure hatred. All monkeys cannot hang from the same branch. He who digs a grave for his enemy might as well be digging one for himself. Even the lion protects himself against flies. If you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Once you carry your own water, you'll remember every drop. To try and to fail is not laziness. No matter how beautiful and well-crafted a coffin might look, it will not make anyone wish for death. Wood already touched by fire is not hard to set alight. Confiding a secret to an unworthy person is like carrying grain in a bag with a hole. A feeble effort will not fulfill the self. Don't think there are no crocodiles just because the water is calm. He who refuses to obey cannot command. Do not call a dog with a whip in your hand. One falsehood spoils 1,000 truths. Earth is a beehive, we all enter by the same door. Rain does not fall on one roof alone. However far a stream flows, it doesn't forget its origin. You think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. No person is born great, great people become great when others are sleeping. When you marry a monkey for his wealth, the money goes but the monkey remains. When an old man dies, a library is burned with him. When one is in love, a cliff becomes a meadow. If love is a sickness, patience is the remedy. If the full moon loves you, why worry about the stars? Wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it. A family tie is like a tree, it can bend but it cannot break. Wisdom is like fire, people take it from others. The heart of the wise man lies quiet like limpid water. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. Don't be so in love that you can't tell when it's raining. By the time the fool has learned the game, the players have dispersed. If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. Do not treat your loved one like a swinging door, you are fond of it but you push it back and forth. One who loves the vase, loves also what is inside. In the moment of crisis, the wise build bridges, and the foolish build dams. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. A man who uses force is afraid of reasoning. Let your love be like the misty rain, coming softly but flooding the river. Don't try to make someone hate the person he loves, for he will go on loving but he will hate you. Wisdom is not like money to be tied up and hidden. One who causes others misfortune also teaches them wisdom. A fool cannot untie the knot tied by a wise man. The wise create proverbs for fools to learn, not to repeat. Just because the lizard nods his head, doesn't mean he's in agreement. A wise man fills his head before emptying his mouth. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. A fool has to say something, a wise person has something to say. A happy man marries the girl he loves, a happier man loves the girl he married. The wise man never takes a step too long for his leg. A man's ruin lies in his tongue. It is better to live as a lion for one day rather than 100 years as a sheep. No man can outwit their ancestors. When deed speaks, words are nothing. A fish and bird may fall in love, but the two cannot build a home together. Every kind of love is love, but self-love is supreme among them. It's better to fall from a tree and break your arm, than to fall in love and break your heart. A family is like a forest. When you are outside it is dense, when you are inside you see that each tree has its place. He who does not know one thing knows another. A child is what you put into him. Give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. We desire to bequeath two things to our children. The first one is roots, the other one is wings. A home without a woman is like a barn without cattle. A woman is a flower in a garden, her husband is the fence around it. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. The mother hen does not break its own eggs. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The old woman looks after the child to grow its teeth, and the young one in turn looks after the old woman when she loses her teeth. Dine with a stranger, but save your love for your family. Children are the reward of life. There are no shortcuts to the top of the palm tree. When a needle falls into a deep well, many people will look into the well, but few will be ready to go down after it. Ugliness with a good character is better than beauty. Ingratitude is sooner or later fatal to its author. The laughter of a child lights up the house. A single stick may smoke, but it will not burn. Rising early makes the road short. By crawling, a child learns to stand. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. A man who pays respect to the great paves his own way for greatness. Lack of knowledge is darker than night. A husband with a good wife will never be on the road without supplies. However long the night may last, there will be a morning. If you damage the character of another, you damage your own. A tree is straightened while it is still young. One who relates with a corrupt person likewise gets corrupted. Do not call the forest that shelters you a jungle. Ears that do not listen to advice accompany the head when it is chopped off. Fear no forest because it is dense. Gold should be sold to the one who knows the value of it. He who runs after good fortune runs away from peace. No matter how big a child is, he cannot deny that he was once carried on the back of a woman. Speak softly and carry a big stick, you will go far. You learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. A tree cannot stand without roots. You do not teach the paths of the forest to an old gorilla. Coffee and love taste best when hot. Eat when the food is ready, speak when the time is right. Where there is no shame, there is no honor. He is a fool whose sheep runs away twice. An army of sheep led by a lion can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. A leader who does not take advice is not a leader. Don't fight a lion with a stick. Every door has its own key. Glory does not come by calling. However much it rains on you, no wild banana tree will grow on your head. One whose seeds have not sprouted does not give up planting. Peace is costly, but it is worth the expense. Teeth do not see poverty. There's no rainy season without mosquitoes. Traveling is learning. We should put out fire while it is still small. Even the fiercest leader in the world is overcome by sleep.